Hi everyone. Today I am going to explain the transitional poets and their poems. Part 3. Oliver Goldsmith was born in 1728 and died in the year of 1774. He was a well known Anglo Irish novelist, playwright, dramatist, and poet. He was noted for his novel The Vicar of Wakefield, his pastoral poem The Deserted Village, and his plays The Good Natured Man and She Stoops to Conquer. He had a thought of writing the classic children's tale, The History of Little Goody Two Shoes. In the slide, I have given about the important poetic lines from the poem The Deserted Village. The poem opens with a description of a village named Auburn, highlighting its past beauty and prosperity. It then transitions to its current desolate state, where the village is abandoned and its buildings lie in ruins. The narrative introduces key characters like the parson, schoolmaster, and alehouse, painting a picture of village life. So, Goldsmith criticizes the wealthy for taking over agricultural land, leading to Auburn's decline. He condemns the luxury and corruption of the city life and describes the tragic fate of a country girl who moved to the city. The residents of Auburn, however, have immigrated overseas, not to the city. The poem ends with a hopeful note suggesting that poetry can provide solace to those in exile. The setting of Sweet Auburn is celebrated for its past charm, and the theme emphasizes the importance of self reliance and resilience in the face of time and challenges. Next poet is William Cowper, an English poet and Anglican hymn writer. Changed the direction of 18th century nature poetry by writing about everyday life and scenes of the English countryside. He was one of the forerunners of Romantic poetry. He gained admiration from notable figures. Samuel Taylor Coleridge called him the best modern poet, and William Wordsworth admired his poem Yardley Oak. He also wrote a number of anti slavery poems and was a friend of John Newton. His last poem, The Castaway, reflects his lasting literary impact. William Cowper's first collection of hymns, published in February 1779, was a collaboration with John Newton. This collection contains 349 hymns known for their simplicity, sincerity, and deep religious feeling, and reflecting Cowper's struggles with mental illness and his strong Christian faith. It was very popular. By 1836, there had been 37 recorded editions, and many other editions were printed in both Britain and America. Today, six of the original 348 Olney hymns regularly feature in modern church worship, the most famous of which is Amazing Grace. Other well known hymns include Glorious Things of Thee are Spoken and How Sweet the Name of Jesus Sounds. The next poet is George Crabbe. George Crabbe was born in 1754 and died in the year of 1832. Was an English poet, surgeon, and clergyman, best known for his early use of the realistic from narrative form and his vivid descriptions of middle and working class life and people. Lord Byron described him as nature's sternest painter at the best. The next poem of George Crabbe is The Library. Edmund Burke helped him to publish this poem. First line of this poem is when the sad soul by care and grief oppressed, and the last line of the poem is and tell them such are all the toys they love. Next one, the protagonist of the poem is the books which the narrator claims have the power to bring happiness, while the antagonist is represented by human misery. George Crabbe's masterpiece, The Village, presents an alternative view to the traditional one that rural life is idyllic and free from danger, while admitting that city life has its violence and crime. Crabbe suggests that the beauty offered by unspoiled nature is also a place of failed crops, bad weather, and dead wildlife. These influences can potentially kill those who choose to live away from the city. Vivid portrayal of rural life in England was given by the writer Crabbe. The village is indeed written in heroic couplets and offers a detailed portrayal of rural life in England, particularly focusing on the village of Alborough, where Crabbe spent part of his youth. The poem is structured into 24 sections, totaling 430 lines, and is known for its vivid and realistic depiction of rural scenes and characters. His poem also explores the seasonal changes and their effects on village life, portraying both the beauty and the challenges that nature presents. Crabbe's characters are drawn from various social classes. He includes everyone from the poorest laborers to the more prosperous farmers and tradesmen, offering a nuanced portrayal of rural life. Next, William Cowper's the poem Task is a major work consisting of 6 books written in blank verse. It explores themes such as nature, religion, and the poet's role in society. Addressing his friend William Unwin throughout the poem has a personal touch. A central theme is the restorative power of nature, with Cowper describing the beauty of the English countryside and the peace he finds in its landscapes. The Borough is the next poem, which was written by George Crabbe, published in 1810. It is a poem consisting of 24 letters. These letters are utilized to reveal what life is like in a typical country town. Although it is based on the village of Alborough, each letter focuses on different aspects of the town and its inhabitants. One of the central themes of the borough is the impact of urbanization and industrialization on society. Crabbe depicts the town as a microcosm of larger social issues, including poverty, corruption, and the struggle for survival. Here, The Tales is the next poem, which was written by George Crabbe. Was published in 1812. Was a collection of narrative poems delved into the lives of ordinary people in rural and small town of England. The tales are known vividly descriptions, realistic characters, and exploration of themes such as poverty, morality, and human nature. Crabbe's work are always often compared to those of his contemporary William Wordsworth for their portrayal of everyday life and their use of natural imagery. So, the characters in this poem are presented a diverse array of characters, each with their own story and moral dilemma. Some of the characters include Peter Grimes, Phoebe Dawson, Sir Eustace Grey, the Paris officer, the widow. So, you have to note some important points for your competitive examinations. Thank you.